sorry, Shagmoid, but it will be a ride for you guys. But it'll be with your team, Shagmoid. It will be a bit like you're there for a good time, not a long time. Hull, sorry, but you will be gone after one season. Sorry, Hull, but bye bye. Bye bye. Now then, in 19th position and surprisingly going down. This one will be a bit of a surprise. Going down this season will be Fulham. 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 Fulham, your time is up. Your time is up, Fulham. Your time is up, Fulham. You've sold Harry Wilson for free to Leeds. Or you've lost Harry Wilson. You've lost Raul Jimenez for nothing, pretty much. And then look at the shit you've replaced it with. Look at the shit you've replaced it with, man. Like, but like this is just this. You could look at this team and just say, yeah, like it's just. And Kevin is going to be a talent we first thought he was going to be. Garcia is just unproven. Like you look at this team and it's just like, yeah, like you're on the downfall. And in the Premier League these days, as we've seen with West Ham last season, and how below our manager as well, like the downfall happens very quick, very very quick. So bye bye Fulham. And the final team going down this season, again, will put a respective performance in 18th, will be Ipswich Town. They've done okay. They've done okay in the market. I don't think they've done too bad. But again, I just don't think it's
Let's
enough.
stop
Chuba
this
Akpom,
already.
for
You know
me,
nothing.
is not
Fulham are
enough.
stable in the league,
And
unlike
Maeda
West
is
Ham.
unproven. Maeda's, and this guy's trash as well. This guy's trash as well. 17th. In number 17th, I originally had this team a bit higher before the transfer window because I thought they were going to actually properly invest. And they've not really had expectations, like, they've still done some business, but, like, I expected more from these. I expected more considering how it was going for them. Coventry 17th. They will stay up. I believe they will still stay up, but I just don't think, in terms of preparation, I think it just could have been 5 times better, really. At least 3 times better. I just think the preparation could have just really been better, man, to be honest with you. No, I suppose I'll be as much as I want. Again, you got to remember the elites are on Spurs' side. You got to remember that. You got to consider the elites as well, which is what I've considered in my analysis. So, finishing 16th will be Nottingham Forest. Again, like if we look at their squad, I know, like, on paper, like, this should be a good squad, but, like, there's some players here that kind of need to be moved on from. For example, like Chris Wood, he's had his peak, needs to move on, and some of these players they need to move on as well. Like even some of the younger ones, like they're like, we need to move on with your career a bit. So I just think again, Forest, they're just not gonna do. They're gonna stay up again, but like they're just not gonna do too much again, and they are gonna be in a bit of a battle for a while. But they'll probably again survive by probably the 33rd, 34th week of the season. But it will look concerning for a while again. It can be similar to last season for Forest. It'll be very similar, almost be a repeat, to be honest. So yeah, 16 Forest, numero 15. And this one may be a little bit surprising, but again, I just look at what they're doing, and I just don't think they're doing enough to be higher than this. In number 15th will be Everton. Everton. I think Moyes unfortunately gets the boot this year, probably in around January, February time. I think everyone's all this bitch. I think we'll replace him with a bit of a bum, but I just don't think it'll be bad enough where it's relegation. Uh, I just don't think it'll be bad enough when it's relegate like that it's a relegation type of move. Like, I mean, listen, I mean, they brought in Hayden Hackney. He's very good. And they are starting to kind of slowly get rid of some of the aging players that were on rages. But you look at what they've got in terms of a forward, in terms of attacking mid onwards. Like apart from an NDI, I mean, mid. And Dibbling just hasn't. It's still going to take a couple of years for him to reach the heights. I think. Roll mid. Just complete mid. Just complete mid. So Everton, yes, they will finish numero 15. 14th. And I've seen, so for number 14, I have seen some people suggesting that this team will go down this season. And I do hear it. They've lost a lot of players. I do hear it. And I do hear that, this manager of this side has run its course a bit as well. Or run his course a bit as well. But, Newcastle, you guys will have a tough season, and it will be kind of back to the Steve Bruce days almost. 14th, just above Everton for me. Newcastle will finish 14th this season. The first prediction. Yeah, check me out. I wanted to put Hull higher. I wanted to put Hull higher. But for me, it's like one of them, and it's just like, oh, you're here for a good time, not a long time. It's just one of them for me. It's one of them for me, personally. You have a good time. You have a couple of memorable wins, but it won't be enough. I reckon you finish on about 25 points. I reckon 25 points, something around that range. Like you won't do as bad as like Derby and shit, obviously. Like you'll get wins, but it just won't be enough. You'll lose important games. Number 13th, or numero 13, Sunderland. And I do like what Sunderland are doing, and you could say they've been lucky to keep Shaka. You could say they're lucky to keep Shaka, and that will be a big boost for them. However, big injury concerns, and obviously playing in Europe, a lot of these players, doing the Europe League thing for the first time, it's going to be tough, and the depth could be, it's not bad defensively, but the depth could be a bit better. The depth could be a bit better. It could be a bit better. Number 12. In 12th position will be Crystal Palace. And a lot of people have this team going down. They do have this team going down. But, I think we get a couple of breakout stars from Palace this season. I think Canvot really comes into the highest this season. I think he's a proper good defender. Obviously Munoz as well. And obviously, again, we've got to look out for Xavier Gozo. And I think Jeremy Pino will prevail this season as well. And watch out for Gesand as well. Watch out for Gesand this season as well. Watch out for Gesand. And watch out for Roman Eze as well. There's going to be some new stars breaking through at Palace this season. For sure. So there will be 12th position. Watch out for Gesand. No, JP. He's a player. You guys just didn't use him right. You guys just didn't use him right. Number 11th. Yeah. Some of their fans thought I was putting them top 10 in this team. Leeds. You had a good transfer window, Leeds, haven't you, Dookie? You've had a good transfer window. But let's not take the piss. I mean, you guys think you're finishing fucking top 6. Like, fucking hell. Like, let's not take the piss in it. Like, sure, Trafford, very good signing. If anything, one of the best signings of the window in itself. Harry Wilson, same on a fucking free. I mean, completely still, but not a lot of depth and a lot of injuries as well. And I think that's going to cost you guys top 10, to be honest. Can't wait for his Liga 3 and League 1. Okay, we'll see, Joey. We'll see. Into the top 10. This is where the big boys are in. Numero 10 will be Brentford. Again, just, Brentford, very, very consistent. Um, and again, never invested well. Schütze, Sangare, Jaden Anthony, some decent underrated signings. They've kept hold of Coyote, who again I think is going to have a really good season. Watch out again, Igor Thiago 3 p.m. kickoffs. So yeah, I think Brentford will finish 10th again. I just don't think they have enough again to get Europe. I just don't think they have enough. In ninth position, Bournemouth. And I think they're going to be a little bit lower down than the last couple because Europe. And again, a bit like Sunderland, these players, a lot of these players, it's their first time. For a lot of these players, it's their first time doing, like the double Prem, fucking Europe, Prem, Europe, Prem, Europe. So, yeah. In eighth position. And to be honest, if the elites weren't on this team's side, I may have them a bit lower. But in eighth position, Tottenham Hotspur. Listen. I mean, obviously, again, you guys use elites to stay up. But De Zerbi, I know you guys think De Zerbi's very good because even though he didn't really keep you up, the elites kept you up. But whatever. He's not as good a manager as you guys think. Same with Van Hecke. He's not as good as you guys think he is. And then same with a Kudos. He's not as good as you guys think he is. The one side that does stand out though is Tonali. And if you get Mamouche and Savino, potentially you could be a high goal scoring team again. But yeah, I think you need a season after two very tough seasons and unusual seasons for your team. I just don't think you can aim too high after that. I still think you have to finish too high. You need a season where you finish top 8. Then you can maybe start competing with the big boys again, in my opinion. But and again, also you guys have the elites on your side as well, obviously. Um, in 7th place this season, Aston Villa. Again, they've lost players and lost a whole bunch. I see Konza leaving today. But they've got Manzabi, they've got Joel Gomez, and they've got Brian Maggio. So they can still do some damage. It won't be obviously as good as the few previous seasons, and I think most of the fans accept that. But yeah, it won't be a proper drop off of it like there may be for Newcastle or whoever. It won't be that much of a drop off. In number six, my dark horses for this season's Premier League. My dark horses. Brighton. Brighton and Hove Albion. My dark horses for this season. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Look at this team. Vuskovic, Tottenham are going to regret selling him. Bazagli, Vuskovic, they're going to regret selling him. Could they keep him? Should they keep him? I mean, that one could be a maybe. But and Zimmers as well. Watch out for the Zimmers. And Cosillas as well. Watch out. Watch out. And they've kept Mitoma as well. Like, they've kept so many good players, man. Just watch out. Just watch out. Just watch out. Into the top 5. The Champions League spots. They will. They will. They're good. But they're good. You'll see. Oh, yeah. Because you watched him for fucking Hoffenheim last season. Of course you did. Freak. Into the top 5. In 5th place will be Liverpool. Unfortunately, Liverpool, you could have been higher, but I mean, oh, sorry, Hamburg, not Hoffenheim, yeah. Liverpool will be in fifth position. Um, I think it'll be like a 1 point difference between Liverpool and the team in fourth. I think it'll be a 1 point difference. Again, like, I think Liverpool fans, oh, we have a terrible season. It's not going to be terrible, but like, it's not going to be obviously a memorable season as well. You just need Jacket to come back, Leone. But again, Enja Moha, this will be a big season for him. Enja Mohadinho. But yeah, you need to replace Salah. Victor Munoz, is he good enough to replace Salah? I don't think he is. So, yeah, I don't think you play Salah well. Obviously, Ekatike long injury. Watson is actually fine. Yeah, the defense is still not perfect. Araujo could be a very bad signing. Could be an okay one. We'll see. And the Lukaku, still not completely convinced. Although I do think of a better season. And the midfield as well. Like, I'm still not convinced. Like, McAllister, Curtis Jones, suppose I needs to have a kind of a good season as the last time out. So yeah. Yes, as he stays fit, yes. What's sort of a good season this season? I don't want to be outside Watts is a bad player. Okay, number 4th. I think this team will be 1 point, maybe even goal difference beating Liverpool. Manchester City. Listen, obviously, I know it looked very bad after that loss to Arsenal last weekend. But should you been in Berardi? It's not the worst thing. Ruli's coming in, so if Donnarumma has a honker, you can bring in Ruli in, and you can trust in Ruli to do well. I think Ruli will be better than Bravo, at least. And the defence is still good. You still got O'Reilly, Aït-Nouri, Gueye, Gvardiol. You still got a good defence. Midfield, and there's not 100 and whatever million you paid for him. He's not, but he's still good. And if you get Berardi next to him, that could be something. Cole just needs to go. Reinders, he had a bit of a quiet one last time out, but keep an eye because he can be very good. And with the winners, we'll see. Obviously, Haaland again, he had after a great World Cup, he'll come back and he'll do well in the Maresca team. So, he's left. Who? Who's left? Reinders. What? What? What the fuck? The elites? What do you mean it's only their one season? What are City doing, man? I might even change 4th and 5th. What the fuck? We'll leave it at that, but these two will be close, so like very, very close. Yeah, but it was very good for AC Milan. Top 3, anyway. Top 3. In 3rd position, and a little bit way behind the top 2, will be Chelsea. Again, I know Chelsea had a lot of these type of seasons, but it is going to be a real rebuild season for Chelsea yet again. But the problem is that they keep putting themselves in this position. That's the problem. They keep themselves in this position. But obviously, Morgan Rogers in. Keep an eye out for Esteval yet again this season. And if João Pedro can stay fit up front, they can have a solid attack. It looks like Caicedo and Enzo are both staying. Either Enzo will be booed during the first few weeks. That's whatever. The defense again. I mean, Pedestro coming on the right would be good, but the centre back could be better. Obviously, again, Sanchez in goal is still a bit of a concern. So again, you'll concede goals, but I think the attack is good enough. So I think in the midfield, I think they can carry you to a third place finish as long as there's no bullshit about in the dressing room again, like there has been over the past few years. If it happens again, you've just got to let some of these players fucking go, man, because obviously some of them are the fucking problem at this point. Some of them are the fucking problem, man. Anyway, into the top two, and I think the team I have first will win the league by a bit of a margin. To be honest, I don't think these two will be like a real close top two. There'll be about 8, 9, 10 point difference, I think, at least. Maybe even more. In second place will be Manchester United. They'll be finishing second for the first time since, I believe, the Ole days. And, I still think there's some business to come for them in the trans window. I still think if they can get Baleba over the line, then, we've got, obviously, Cunha. We've obviously got, Seska will come back and will be key. And Burmo. And obviously Tielemans is a very good signing. He succeeds everywhere he goes. Angelos is a good signing. The defence is the concern right now, yet again. The defence is the concern. And then maybe one more midfielder needs to be brought in, or a couple more. And then maybe one more attack as well. But I think they can get the business done. And I think Man United can finish second. But it will be a way of a difference. And Arsenal will go back to back. But this one will be more comfortable than last season. I think around 10 points, maybe even a bit more. Maybe they were at 15. Unfortunately, I just think there's no one else's level. I mean, just look at their fucking centre backs this season, bro. Like, all you have to do is just look at that. Saliba, Gabriel, Konza, Hincape, Mascara. Like, it's insane. And obviously, Timber will come back soon. Raya in goal. Obviously, Rice again. And then Tazolis, and then two demons, Tazolis and Dalman, will overtake Martinelli and Madueke. Saka will still play. Wanyeri will probably leave. Bruno G as well coming in. Let's not forget about that as well. Saka with UCL. Yes, your guys will make moves, man. Relax. And also, so, as well while we're at it, the Carabao Cup. Yeah, exactly. Repeat. Exactly. The Carabao Cup winners this season will be. They will be from London, the Carabao Cup winners. They will be from London. And no, it's not West Ham. It won't be West Ham. Chelsea will win the Carabao Cup. And as for the FA Cup, the winners will be from the north. The winners of the FA Cup will be Manchester United. So there we go. There we have it. Top scorer will be Haaland. Top assister, or whatever you call it, will be Tazolis. The Golden Glove will be Raya again. Overachievers Brighton, so Dark Horse is Brighton. Um, Underachievers probably Newcastle, probably I'd say. And then yeah, and then the three teams coming up will be Wolves, West Ham, and Swansea. Swansea. You think United comes in, Bruno will get top assist? Oh shit, it will be close. It will be close. But I think Bruno gets as many as last season. I think like Mbermo gets a lot this season as well, and maybe even like Tielemans gets a lot this season, and Santos. So there we have it. There's the Premier League predictions. Obviously, if anyone wants, am I logged in here? No, I'm not logged in. Can I be asked to log in? I mean, I can just fucking someone screenshot that and then I can download it. Yeah, I can download it and I can put it in my Discord. Shall I make a predictions channel? One sec. Let me make a predictions channel in my Discord. Uh, predictions 2026 27. And then yeah, everyone said that. Oh, players of the season. Yeah, yeah. Player of the season. Ooh, player of the season. I think it's gonna have to be Declan Rice. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be Declan Rice. Young player of the season. Ooh, young player of the season. I reckon they might give it Dalman. You know, I reckon they might. I reckon Dalman is a like, probably gets like maybe 10 assists and 5 goals, 6 goals, and I reckon he gets it for that. Or Moha. It'll be either Dalman or Moha. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. It'll be either Dalman or Moha. I think. It depends what Moha does this season. I think it'll be one of them two this season for sure, though. You're not real. I sure feeling Javi. What the fuck do you know, man? Fucking hell. So yeah, my predictions are in the Discord for the Premier League. What should we do now? Spanish League? Show fucking Javi. Let me, team maker.